cranberry juice. Hey everyone. So today is another series or episode. Yeah, episode is the right word. Of In the Making. Today I'm going to be interviewing Naomi from Share Love, just about her journey and how she develops her product and got the right amount for it, and just the hustle of getting it out there and now it being in stores. So I'm just going to check if she's on. Okay, press the wrong one. But yeah, just getting the questions and everything together, making sure the lighting's okay. But I'm looking forward to this one because I feel like a lot of mums are starting products or businesses with products that they really. Hey Nay.
Hi.
You look cute.
We made it. How are you?
Made it. I'm okay. Feeling big and tired. How are you?
Yes, the same. I'm exactly the same, but we move. We
Okay.
move.
How's Crazy? What are you reading?
Yeah, he's good. He's at school. He's good. Just his first day back, actually. So,
Oh, nice.
how's coming?
He's at school as well. He goes 3 days.
Okay. Excellent. So you're free for the rest of the week.
Basically. Happy.
Yeah.
I'll introduce yourself and tell us a bit more about Share Love.
Okay, so I'm Naomi. I am the founder of Share Love London. Share Love is a cosmetics company which we make products for skin, hair, and it's just a natural product with no preservatives, made by a mum, and it's for the legacy of son, basically, so he can continue and just keep it going. So I'm also a nurse, so I do work throughout the week when I'm doing Share Love as well. And yeah, mum, nurse, and skincare developer, as you called me.
Yeah.
Like
Fancy title. But
yeah.
what gave you the idea to start Share Love in the first place?
Well, it was actually your sister. I have to give her the. I must say, one day I started. I got a ticket on my car. Oh no, it was a clamp. I keep underestimating. It was a clamp, and she said to me, "Why don't you sell your shea butter?" I actually started making it when it was my friend Nicola's baby shower, and it was a little favour. So I just put some shea butter mix with coconut in a jar, and I gave them out. And people actually kept asking me, "Oh, is this up for sale?" And I'll be like, "No, I'm not selling it." And then people just say, "Why not?" And then I actually did think, why not? So I started selling it. I remember it was like £5 a tub. It was about, I'd say, a year and a half ago, and it did really well. Everyone, I put it up on my Snapchat and WhatsApp, and everyone was just literally wanting it. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's become like a household product for so many people now.
Yeah, yeah, literally. And it started, well, initially I did start making the little mix because I was pregnant and I didn't want stretch marks. I've like had friends who have stretch marks, and I just thought I want to try and prevent it, and
Yeah.
it worked. So I have no stretch marks to, so yeah.
I've been using it a lot, so I don't have so
You're my guinea pig.
yeah. I'll send pictures once the baby's out.
Yeah.
But with Share Love, like, how did you stay focused? Because there's a lot of like, I guess like natural based products coming out or that have been out when you started. Like, how did you kind of stay focused on developing it and not comparing?
Well, I think I realized that not everyone is me. So I've got my own little community to kind of cater for. So even though I might have seen whoever doing whatever, it if anything, it inspired me. So I'd look at theirs and see, oh, how could I tailor mine to maybe look like the part as well as it being the part? Because the product itself, I'm happy with it. Everyone's happy with it. It's just, it's a never ending cycle. You're always trying to be better and do better and develop. So you kind of look and see, okay, I like what they've done with this. So you kind of take ideas from other people and kind of just merge it into your own. And then, yeah, just kind of keep growing. Like that's my go-to in my mind when I think, oh my gosh, it's getting a bit too much. I just think, nope, I've got to keep going. I've got to keep going because I've got to be here next year.
Yeah.
And where this is gonna go. So
yeah, because you do it all yourself at home, like from the packaging to making it, and even like selling on the store. So how have you found it with like Cruise? Your I don't know.
well, so I remember when I first started, it used to be an after hours, not after school. It's literally bedtime. When I should be asleep, that's when I was literally whipping it up and just banging the jars at night, make sure the air bubbles go down. And then I just thought, I think I need to take a bit of time off work now because it's just the demand is going up and there's only one of me. And I just thought, yeah, maybe take a bit of time off work and I'll be able to focus a bit more on my brand. So Cruz, he sometimes helps. He sometimes gets involved and wants to mix. And it's a bit, I don't know, sometimes it's hard to let him do it because it's so messy. And, when you're a perfectionist, you kind of don't want mess getting everywhere. But when he's involved, it gets much. But that's what he's there for, I guess. He needs to learn the ropes eventually. So I do let him get involved, and yeah, it's a bit of a play time for him, really. And sometimes I do pay him.
That's good though. He's getting to see you like hustle and build it.
Yeah.
And because even with the deliveries, that's times you like deliver it yourself as well. So he's there for all of that.
There. But now he doesn't appreciate the deliveries. Like, Mom, go to the post office. Or Mom, do we have to do this? I'm like, yes, Cruz, we have to. Like, this is our business.
Yeah, when he looks back, when he's older, he's going to be like, wow, my mum was like a proper hustler.
Yeah, exactly. And he was there to see it. So, yeah, he's part of it. Literally.
Yeah. But as for like the pricing, because you mentioned that when you first started, it was like £5 a jar. But now, like, you charge your worth because it is a good product. How did you get to that point?
So when it was £5, I think, how did I get to that price? I think I just made it up. I made it up. And then got to a point when I started to realize, oh my gosh, I'm just doing too much work and it's not really kind of worth the price right now. So what I did is I changed the jar because it used to be in plastic. I started realizing plastic isn't really the best. So if I can stay away, which I did, I found a jar, but I also increased it in size. So it meant increasing the price is a bit justifiable. And over the year, I've realized that I want it to be a legal business. So I've got to register it and do the legal side to it, which means also paying tax. So I've had to increase my prices as well to reflect that. And delivery prices then go up. So I've got to do that as well. And I do kind of feel bad when it comes to price increase, but I just realized that people should understand. And in the market, my prices are competitive. They're competitive. They are like, people are getting a good value.
Yeah.
So I kind of make sure that I'm on track and I'm not going too high. But at the same time, I'm not selling myself short because it is not easy. Like it, especially when the demand goes high, I've got to do more. And then you add more products. This is why adding products, I've got to take my time, because if I add products, it means there's more products to be available for people to want. Then I've got to make more. When it finishes, it's a cycle. It is a cycle and it's not easy, but yeah, I'm trying.
But I think it's good though, because a lot of mums that I meet, and even myself, I've struggled with like pricing. So no, it's
Yeah.
good to say that you, even though you felt bad, you still just did it because
Yeah, you got to kind of realize one thing I've realized is business is it's like a trial and error. Like there isn't a wrong or right what works for you and your product and your community, I guess, who's buying from you. So you've got to kind of consider the customer base that you have and just make it fair and equal. So at times I might realize that I'm getting a better deal in ingredients, so I should be able to either keep prices the same or maybe one day hopefully reduce the price. But for now,
yeah.
it's it's good. It's good where it is.
Yeah. So you spoke about like the development of everything and adding new products. How
Mhm.
did you like how did you go about that? Because your hair stuff, I'm still yet to. I've tried your hair. What's the one that I have?
Cream.
Yeah, the cream, and that's really good. But you have like the sprays and stuff now.
Yeah.
How do you, like go through the whole trial and error phase of like testing products before you?
Yeah. So I am the biggest tester of my. I have to be, because if it's not good enough for me, then I'm not putting it out there. And also my son as well. He is another tester. So he gets all the creams, the new scents, the hairsprays, the hair food, and yeah, he jumps in the bath when I make my bath salts. So he's the one if he doesn't come out in any. It's all natural products, but some essential oils can be irritants, so and they can be an allergen for some people. So if he doesn't come out in a rash, and if I don't come out in a rash, then it's good. And I make sure I test it for a good few months before I actually let it out there on the market, because yeah, I don't want no problems coming back. However, everyone has their allergens and whatever, which is stated on the label. So I make sure everyone's aware of what is inside for their safety.
But it's like quite technical. Do you think like your nursing helps, or did you have to do a lot of research on your own? Or
Well, yeah, I do think my nursing does help, because it's kind of, when I do like drug calculations at work, it's literally the same kind of thing, trying to figure out the formula and how much of what type of ingredient or what type of oil to put in, and how much it really does help. I am like thankful I had that behind me, and plus my knowledge of like dermatology and skincare and what's good for say babies and what's good for eczema or any type of like rash. Even though I'm not like, I don't know everything, I'm learning as I go. Like I might see a course that I do want to do actually, and I haven't done it yet, so I'm not like fully clued up on everything that people might ask me. However, I do research like every day, so I'm
yeah,
still literally.
yeah, because you're always sharing posts as well about like the different essential oils and how they can help and other natural things as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
I guess like with the share love journey,
Mhm.
like it sounds like you couldn't plan everything out. You had to kind of be open to learning along the way.
Yeah, literally.
What?
Like,
Yeah, go on.
sorry, up to now, I still don't have a business plan. When people have a business plan when you start, and I didn't like have a pot of money just like waiting there for me to say, okay, I've got so and so grand, let me start this business. It didn't work out like that. I did not even know I was going to start this. I didn't know. It was just literally, I don't think, if I didn't get that clamp, I don't think I'll be selling that share today. So
Think
thanks.
that
Yeah, yeah.
funny, but with the there was something you said and I forgot it because I was reading what someone wrote. But you said
Oh, are
that,
people writing comments?
oh, can
Can't
you
see,
see them on your side?
no, can't see nothing. No.
Because I'm looking at you and it goes over your face, like I have to see it. But
Okay.
yeah. But I guess like yeah, I already asked you that. Now I've forgotten. But yeah, I guess also with like just the reality of it. Like, has there ever been a time when you've wanted to give up, and how did you keep going?
Yeah. So like I think I've been I'm hardly ever sick, but if I do like feel, I don't know, some type of sickness or weakness, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't do this today. And then I think about the orders that I've got, and then it kind of gives me the energy to move on, because I don't want things to get piled up. I hate when people order and I don't fulfill. So I kind of put myself behind and then put shit up in front. And then at the same time, it kind of gives me that boost. So I forget that I don't know, I was feeling weak or low or however.
Yeah.
But I do some, and when I do have that thought of, oh my gosh, this is getting too much now, I'm like, well, I've got this person who orders from me every week or every month. I've got this person, I've got this person. I can't stop. If anything, I need to get help. So that, I think, that's on the agenda as well, finding help. But
Yeah.
it is hard because I just think, do you know when you're particular and you do things a certain way, you're not sure if someone will be able to pick up on your habits, and oh my gosh, that share is getting everywhere and it's looking messy, and yeah, it's a process which I have to get to, but I'm getting there. That is the next stage, literally finding help.
Yeah.
But
But
it's too.
I ask you now.
Mm.
You mentioned that you didn't pregnancy brain. You mentioned that you didn't have you don't have a business plan and you didn't have a lump sum of money. And I
Yeah.
thought that's what stops a lot of people from like starting. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning now that you don't always need to have everything planned out. Like it does help to plan it at some point, but if you wait to have it all perfectly planned, you might not ever like move forward. So like were you ever scared to kind of move forward without the plan and without like the lump sum of money?
Um. Well, well, yes and no, really, because as I was selling the share, like in its plastic jar days, I was getting money, so I was able to buy bigger amounts of, I don't know, jars or share butter or ingredients. So it wasn't kind of, I wasn't ever in need of extra money because I was getting money. However, there was a point where I thought, okay, I need to like make this brand a bit better. So I'm gonna need a bigger lump sum of money to be able to, I don't know, buy jars, like better jars with labels pre-stamped on them, which in like it was looking like a good few grand. And it also meant sourcing from a country that I'm not sure I should be sourcing from. So I kind of put that on hold and I continued doing what I was doing anyway. But there are times where I thought, okay, now I need a shop or I need to rent a space, and that requires a big lump sum of money. However, do I really want to? I'm always in a battle, and the thing is, because it's just me, I don't really confer with anyone. I just confer with myself, and I think to myself, if I don't want to do that, I'm not going to do it. Or like, it can be a catch-22 situation because sometimes I might need advice, but it's only me. So like, I don't really have no one to go. I do have people to ask. I do actually ask advice from people. I do. Like, I've got a friend, two friends actually, Jasmine and Annie. People may know them as Jazz and Organics. We're always like giving each other ideas and just bouncing off each other in terms of like legal aspects and branding and social media and pricing. So I'm glad I kind of have them to go back and forth with. Um, but in terms of money sides, I'm not really, yeah, I'd say just go for it, whether you have money or not, because money comes and money goes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, need a big lump sum to start up with. Just, I don't know, maybe do what I did, just start selling. Then eventually you will build up some for you be able to do whatever else you need to do. But yeah, yeah. I wouldn't say don't go through with your dream if you haven't got money. There are ways, even just starting an Instagram, you don't need money for that. And just make people aware that you're coming for your hair and you've got a service that you feel that would be beneficial. So little things like that you don't need money for. Just maybe just build your base, and then I don't know, money might just fly out from somewhere.
That's true. But you mentioned as well how you work with like how you bounce off of like Jasmine and Annie. I feel like some people are kind of like I don't know if it's like really of you lot's age group, because like as I was growing up I always saw you guys like as a big sisterhood, but I feel like with people my age, like everyone's very competitive. So I have like a small group of friends where we will bounce ideas off of each other, even if we're doing the same thing. But I guess what advice can you give to like younger women about like, I guess like building a circle of friends that like encourage you?
Yeah, I'd say just stick together. If you see someone doing something, just one like is enough to give them that boost to keep going. Like just liking, sharing, or just promoting on the WhatsApp. Maybe if you have time, call your friend and ask her how's her business going. Maybe you can give her some tips, and then she can give you some tips. Or even, well, now it's Corona, so you can't really meet up, but have a little Zoom call with each other, because sometimes you need that inspiration to just keep going, and maybe somebody will give you an idea that you didn't think of. So yeah, maybe Zoom calls, or maybe joining onto someone's Instagram live. Just like stay together, because we all need each other some way. Like just that support, then people give, you will be able to give back, like without you even realizing. So yeah, just stick to getting it together, and don't feel, if you feel like if you see someone they've got the same kind of brand as you, do not feel, what is the word, like their competition, their healthy competition, and just see it as, okay, you've got to do a bit more to possibly make someone buy your product. Not that you don't want them to buy their product, but maybe stand out there, maybe buy an ad, create an ad on Facebook, make everyone see your product. Like there's just, yeah, there's so many things that you can do, to inspire each other. It's just like, don't bring anyone down just to bring yourself up, because then one month you'll see yourself up, another month you'll be down. That's another thing with business. It's hard to be kind of consistent. There's up, down moments, and then you have to think, why did that happen? Could be, I don't know, Corona in that your business is now suffering, or it's booming. So every day is different. I must say that. Just, yeah, make sure you want to win as well as everyone else.
Oh, you're so lovely. I think your cousin's in this, and they said you're a big inspiration for everyone.
Oh, who's that? I can't see nothing.
You can't see it. I didn't know. Sweet Miracles.
Oh, hey, Ren. Thank you. They were here taking pictures of me, or trying to.
You had the other day.
Yeah.
And someone called Miss Joy Star. Naomi is humble and encouraging herself and everyone around her.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Her too. Yin Beauty Bar.
But you recently put your stuff in a store. How did you go about doing that?
How did I? Well, it's actually been quite a while. I think when I posted the pictures, it was the first time me seeing it in the store, but I went there, when was it? I think it was September or August, and I just inquired. I was along Peckham High Road, and I went into the shops, and I said, oh, could I have my product in your shop? And he said, well, bring it in and let's have a look. And he had a look and he said, yep, okay, well, I want 36 of that, 20 of that, 15 of that. And I was like, oh my gosh, he actually wanted it. And then a few months later, he was like, all right, he's got this amount of money for me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's actually real. But it was a big milestone for me, because previously I had asked it was the same chain. I had asked another store and they were like, oh no, you can't have it in here because you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this. And I was like, okay. And I did go back and do those things. And I came back and he still said no. But then another store said yes. So I was like, it kind of hated me. But then I've kind of thought of other life experiences where I've had to apply for the same job 3 times. And because I didn't give up, I got it on the 3rd time.
Like, let's just get to her.
Yeah, kind of. Hey, up, you're gonna be in a store one day. And then I actually thought, oh my gosh, what if he asks like 1,000 of this and 1,000 of that? So I was kind of happy he said, okay, I want maybe 10s of that and 15 of that. But yeah, the next step is actually going nationwide and possibly having a shop of my own. That is another daunting experience, but it's exciting though, because what we work towards, we want to get bigger.
Yeah.
So
If anyone can do it, it's you, because I feel like you have such like a natural business mind and a good attitude for it as well, because you're like open to the wins and the losses too.
yeah. And I am very like, because I want everyone to win, I do give out information freely. Like I will see someone trying to do this, be like, do this or do this. Like I use my experience and I give it to literally everyone. Like some people are like, why are you giving so much information away? I'm like, why not? Like life is already hard. Why
Yeah.
we silence? Help each other. So that is my motto anyway. Like life is what you make it. So if you make it hard for yourself and others, like it's gonna come back to you. So I just try and help others and hope that I'll get it back because I was at that once. So yeah.
I'm so proud of you and inspired.
Yeah, and you too. I'm proud of you. Like,
Thanks.
it's really good. I've seen what you've done, and I admire you.
Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to talk about like the markets as well, because obviously you were in the markets and then lockdown happened and you were still allowed, but then it kind of was more
Yeah.
for food, so you had to not do it anymore. Like how?
Yeah. Well, at first, I was open during, I think it was November, December, a bit of October. And then the lockdown happened and we weren't sure if we was able to trade anymore. But luckily, cosmetics is seen as an essential product because you kind of need skincare. So I was able to continue and keep selling on the market. However, the second, or was it the 3rd lockdown in January? I don't know. I think it was a bit, I'm not sure if it's been, if they're sure that, because basically we can't trade in the market anymore. And I'm not sure how, or if it was Boris that decided skincare is no longer essential because I still need to cream my skin. So I don't know what.
It's true. But like it's a need.
Yeah, I don't know how they made the decision, but yeah, I'm not in the markets anymore. I think cosmetics, the levels, the guidelines have clearly changed. But we're online and there's other platforms that we can kind of sell our products on. For those that were in the market, like they've built, like Chatsworth Market have a platform itself where you can buy stuff offline. There's Behemoth Market, you can buy stuff on like our products. And yeah, the website, Instagram now has a shopping facility. So technically we should be okay. There's a chance.
Oh, that's cool. Can you still not see the comments?
Not I don't know how. I've never done live before, so I'm not sure if
Yeah. Do you know what? I haven't been on someone else's live, so I don't know how it looks on from the other person's point of view. But
yeah, I can't.
skin's getting complimented, but you have really nice skin all the time. It's that share love.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
But I guess like moving forward, because you were able to adapt throughout lockdown, like what are your plans for like the rest of this year, or are you just kind of seeing how everything goes?
Well, I've got a few ideas of extra products that I want to get out there. So that's just in the stage of kind of being tested and making sure that it's suitable and it's got the right ingredients for what I want it to do. So just watch this space, because people keep asking for a shampoo, so I'm trying to formulate that one. Yeah, so just making sure that it's not yeah, that it's kind of perfect. So yeah, products coming out, and maybe I don't know, a bigger space. I do need a bigger space, and yeah, some help. So I think that's what I need to move on to next. Maybe possibly getting help, a bigger space, and that way the products can come out, new products can come out quicker. Um, yeah, that's it really. I
Um,
do want to change a bit of my branding. That is a big thing for me right now. But it's like I'm battling with demand of products and like my creative mind of how to make this brand better. So it's kind of like, what do I do? Or prioritizing like what's more important. Should I make more products, or should I make the brand look better? Yeah, it's a constant cycle. Yeah.
yeah.
And when I
But with
do, sorry, when I do find time to maybe sit down and do something, um, then I think, oh my gosh, I haven't done this, and I have to get up and go and do it, because it means a backlog of things if I don't. So then I have to get up, and I can't really do what I want to do on social media, or like change the label. So yeah.
it's hard though when you're like the maker, you're part of production, and you're doing the branding. So with like outsourcing,
Mm-hmm.
have you always been comfortable paying other people to do stuff, or is it like, because some people don't want to part with their money, but are you okay with outsourcing now?
I think that's been me as well. I think where I'm so used to it just being me, I
Mm.
I've always been like this as well. I don't really ask for help, but I need to start realizing. I remember when I was first, like when I just became a nurse, this was like 13 years now. I remember doing everything myself, like taking this person's blood pressure, feeding this patient, changing this patient. And then there's healthcare assistants. And I remember my boss, I finished work at about, meant to finish work at 8 o'clock, and I was still there at 10 o'clock. My boss is saying, what are you doing here? And I'm like, I've done this, do that, do that. So you've got to delegate. And I said, but I'm 21. Like, these healthcare assistants, some of them are 50. Like, I can't be telling them what to do. Like, I always found delegating hard thing to do. But over time, I've realized if you don't ask for help, you don't get. So I need to, I need to remember that, like right now, that
Yeah,
I need to like get help. That is one thing that I do find hard, and I think a lot of people find it hard as well, because they're so used to doing their own thing, being independent. You start to like forget, oh my gosh, I'm kind of diving under this workload, and it then can become stressful, and we don't want that. So
exactly.
try and make life a bit easier for yourself. I need to remind me later.
Yeah, I still you. But I think it's like hard for everyone though, because you want to make sure, like you said before, you want to make sure they're doing it correctly as well.
Exactly, yeah. So I think I do need to actually write down, oh, there's so much things to do. Like I've got to write things down, and I do have things in my notes as well. So I'm always reverting back to notes, but I think I need to now write it down on paper so someone else can read it and maybe do
Yeah,
it, because yeah, it will get to that stage. And that's what we do hope for, like growth and development. So yeah.
so do you have any tips for like like mums starting, I guess, a business in lockdown, or wanting to kind of start a range of products?
Yeah, I would say go for it. Go into your kitchen, buy those products from that website that you have been meaning to buy from, and get in that kitchen, start whipping or making or baking, and just test it out on your friends and family, and then eventually start setting a price and put it up on your social media, WhatsApp, Snapchat. It's not hard. And people, I think, I don't know if it's Corona or with everyone doing their own thing, people are being so supportive. So you think that people might not want to buy from you, but really and truly, people now want to help each other.
Yeah.
Like they're down to help each other. So you will be more supported than you think you would be. So don't put it off. Do it. Like buy that thing today, and then tomorrow buy whatever else you need to. Take it one step at a time, because I know it can be overwhelming just doing and thinking about, oh my gosh, I've got this to do, I've got this to do. If you start now, and like you'll be somewhere else next week, and you'll be glad that you started it when you started it. So don't put it off. I know in life you can always have excuses, and you can make excuses for something, but if you really, really want it, and if like your mum, you've got your child to kind of be your motivation. Like do it for them. You're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for them. So just have your child in mind, and yeah, just realize that it's a legacy that you're starting. So do it. Don't stop thinking about it, just do it. Buy that item, and yeah.
Yay. You're so amazing, eh? No, but I was gonna say, do you wanna? People can find. I'm gonna put your mention and everything else in it after. But if you wanna just give your name a shout out, just in case.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I meant to wear my jumper today, but I'm Share Love London, and we are a cosmetic. Sorry, my battery is dying. I'm a cosmetics company, making care, hair care, and yeah, find us on www.sharelove.com or Instagram Share Love London, on LinkedIn, and maybe, just maybe one day you might see me on YouTube.
Yay! You've got the personality for it.
Don't know about that, but thank you. Thanks.
Thanks for coming on, and I'll let you go because I know you said your battery's gonna die. But thank you so much for coming. I know a lot of moms are gonna benefit from hearing all of this.
I just want to say as well to everyone who's listening now and who will listen later, thank you so much for all your support. Like, I couldn't have done this without anyone, like, without people buying my stuff, because if you don't buy it, then I'd think, okay, it's long. But to everybody, literally, everyone who buys from me and who even likes or shares or comments, like, it's a big thing. Like, you don't understand what it is like until you're on this side. That those little things, they matter. Any little inspiration, it's like, oh my gosh, like, thank you. It keeps you going.
Mm-hmm.
So much to everybody. I really do appreciate it. So yeah.
Thanks. Moisturized.
Thank you. Thank you.
See you, everyone. Thank you for joining.
Bye bye.
Thank
Thank you.
you.